In a peaceful pond near the jungle lived a smart and curious turtle named Tuffy. Unlike other turtles, who liked to nap in the sun, Tuffy loved to read books and build things. His small shell was always filled with tools, wires, and tiny gears. One day, while reading a book about dinosaurs, Tuffy whispered to himself, "I wish I could see a real dinosaur." Suddenly, an idea popped in his clever little head. "We'll build a time machine." For weeks, Tuffy worked day and night under the old mango tree. He used shiny beetle shells for buttons, bamboo sticks for levers, and a big coconut shell as the control room. Called it Time Trotter 1. When the machine was finally ready, he called his best friends, Bobby the bear, Lila the lizard, and Mimi the mouse. "Want to travel back in time with me?" Tuffy asked, eyes twinkling. "To see dinosaurs?" "Yes," shouted Bobby excitedly. Everyone climbed into the tiny time machine. Tuffy pressed a glowing red button and said, "Take us back to the time of dinosaurs." The machine shook, lights flashed, and with a loud whoosh, they disappeared. When they opened their eyes, they were standing in a world filled with giant ferns, volcanoes, and strange roars in the distance. I'm suffering was I'm gonna myself get with listen so we see over we were so send I mean was gasped Mimi. "Look at that huge egg." Suddenly the egg cracked and out came a baby dinosaur. "Hi," said Tuffy nervously. "We're visitors from the future." The baby Dino wagged his tail and chirped happily. "Let's call him Dino," said Lila. They spent the day playing with Dino, sliding down his tail, hiding behind tall plants, and watching him munch on leaves. But just then the ground shook. Thump, thump. Giant Tyrannosaurus Rex appeared, with sharp teeth and tiny arms. "Ruin," screamed Bobby. Everyone scattered, but little Dino was frozen in fear. "Can't leave him," cried Mimi. Tuffy thought quickly. He took out a shiny mirror from his shell and flashed it in the big Dino's eyes. The T-Rex roared and turned away, confused by the bright light. "Quick, to the time machine," shouted Tuffy. They all grabbed Dino and ran to the time trotter. Tuffy pulled the lever and shouted, "Take us home!" With a flash and a bang, they landed safely back in the jungle. Phew! But something was wrong. Dino was still with them. "Oh no," said Lila. "We brought a dinosaur to our time." Tuffy scratched his head. "He can't live here. The world is too different now." Just then a blue light blinked on the machine. A message appeared. "One-time return available. Dino must go home." Everyone hugged Dino tightly. "We'll miss you," whispered Mimi. Tuffy smiled and pressed the button. With a soft whoosh, Dino disappeared, waving his tiny tail goodbye. Back in the jungle, the friends sat quietly. "That was the most amazing adventure ever," said Bobby. Tuffy nodded, "And it's just the beginning. Next time, we visit the future." Everyone cheered. From that day, Tuffy's time machine became the most exciting thing in the jungle. The animals would gather to hear stories about the past and plan new journeys to learn, explore, and help others. Because when you're curious and brave, like Tuffy, time itself becomes your playground. Moral: curiosity leads to discovery, and teamwork makes even the biggest adventure safe and fun. Learning from the past helps us understand the world better, and a true friend always protects the smallest among us.